Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another unboxing and review. So this is actually going to be a bit of a review and unboxing with a difference. So we're actually going to be comparing the two makes of trams here today, and obviously we'll see who actually comes out on top and who is actually better. So on the left you can obviously see the Corgi closed top tram in Glasgow Corporation livery. And then on the right, you can see an EFE, exclusive first editions, 1 in 76 scale of a horsefield Leeds tram car in World War II livery. Now, you might recognise that one on the right, because I literally just picked that up, obviously from the Hastings Tramway Museum, the previous video. Check it out if you haven't already seen it. And the other one, the Glasgow Corporation one, I picked up on the Isle of Wight, going back a few months ago now. But I actually picked up two. So we do actually have one in the London livery as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox them all, and we're sort of going to go into a bit of a review and obviously see which one comes out on top, Corgi or EFE. So yeah, first up we'll take a look at the EFE model. I have to admit, I saw this World War II livery. I thought, you know what, how really unusual. I had to have this, picked that up from the Hastings Tramway for £7, which I actually thought was a complete bargain. You can see the side there, Leeds horsefield tramcar, World War II livery, number 13404. Obviously at the back there it just obviously gives you a bit of information about exclusive first editions, 1 in 76 scale, suitable for double O gauge. Now, one thing I actually found out about this company as well, which I did not realise, is that going back sort of the mid 2000s, a certain big manufacturer bought out exclusive first editions, and they are currently known today, as everyone knows, as Bachmann. So I did not know that. So technically we've got Corgi versus Bachmann. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get this open. I've been dying to open this one up, more so than the others actually, even though I've had the others longer, just purely for the fact that it's just World War II livery. I love anything World War II sort of liveried. And there we go, and straight away I think I'm already in love with this thing. It looks absolutely stunning, even in the plastic there. You do sort of get a little bit of a background display case, obviously in a town that it would have run through. Obviously no one cares about that, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get this properly unboxed. Take it out gently, put everything else to one side, and there is the tram. I absolutely already love this thing. Just that khaki green, it's really nice there. Really nice detail on there with the number, the 223. Obviously got the light there, the lamp at the bottom looks really nice. Obviously you can see there at the top, number 14 Town End via Armley Road, Melbourne, Ailes. Yeah, this thing is really nice. Wow, I'm kind of a bit blown away actually. Even though it's just a model tram, I'm not exaggerating, this thing looks really stunning in real life. I'm hoping it's sort of coming across in the video for you. So I'm going to pop this down, and what we'll do quickly is we'll have a little bit of history about the tram. So the Leeds Horsefield trams were named after the new manager, Mr. R.L. Horsefield, who arrived in 1928 and died in 1931. They were also called showboats. Now, 4 prototype cars were built by Leeds CT in 1930, and 100 similar cars, 155 to 254, were ordered from Brush for delivery in 1931. The horsefield cars were popular and worked successfully until the end of trams in Leeds in 1959. Horsefield car number 180 is still preserved currently at the National Tramway Museum in Crick. Now, the khaki green livery was used during the World War II, with white safety markings on the fenders, steps and truck sides. Anti-blast shatter protection netting is depicted on the windows, and the headlamps are masked out for the blackout. The car has a bow collector, and car number 223 is en route 14 to Town End via Amberley Road. So yeah, like I said, this is just really nice. Obviously the nice emblem there, Leeds City Transportation. It looks like there is slight sort of lettering there, and it's quite hard to read. Yeah, I think that says W. Van Moreland on the side there. But this is just really nice, and obviously, like I was just reading, obviously the history there. You've got obviously the anti-shatter protection there in the windows that really shows up, and obviously you've got the side rods there and everything, you know, all in nice white. I just think personally this thing really pops. Now you can pull that up as well, even though it doesn't quite stay there. It doesn't seem to want to balance very well, but it does. No, it doesn't stay there at all. But if I'm honest with you, I actually think that looks actually better with the conductor down personally. But yeah, overall really impressed with this one. Like I say, I think the colour is just absolutely stunning. I think EFE have done an absolutely stunning job of this, and obviously depicting the model. And yeah, it just looks really nice. Rolling wise, doesn't really do much, but obviously this is more of a display piece, of course. But yeah, that's been the World War II livery horsefield Leeds tram car. So what we'll do is we'll go into the Corgi models. Okay, and there is the closed top tram in Glasgow Corporation livery. Now I have to admit, again, I picked this one up as well for the livery. I mean, I collect these anyways, but yeah, it doesn't really give you much information on the sides or the back even. You've got there obviously the closed top tram Glasgow, product number 98152, but that's realistically all you get in these sort of boxes with these Corgi models. But what we'll do is we'll set this down now, slide this out, hopefully it'll come out okay, and we'll take a look at this. Now I have to admit, as much as I like the World War II one, livery is quite stunning on this as well. Wow. Yeah, I have to say this, they've done a pretty good job with this one as well. Really props there with that nice sort of, you know, almost like caramel, obviously with the white and the yellow banding around there. The lining's been done really nicely all around the windows on the white. The roof looks, well, it looks immaculate actually, really nice. It's got a nice amount of weight to it as well. The stairs are all really nicely done as well, and you've got the handrail there going up on the stairs as well. It's all sort of a cast mould there. It's all die cast though, which is really nice. Obviously you've got the controls there, which is actually quite nice. Little separately fitted part there, so that's quite a nice little feature. Yeah, overall really quite nice. You've just got a separately sort of plastic mould there, obviously for the lamp at the front. Obviously you can see on the front there it says Kelvinside Highland, and yeah, obviously you've got the hand pole there as well for the guard. But overall really quite nice again as well. Rolling wise, this rolls a little bit better, I would say. Obviously again as well, it's more for display purposes, these sort of models. But what I'll do is I'll quickly pop this down and go in for a bit of history about the tram, just like I did with the Horsefield Leeds tram car. Now the closest depiction I could find is still obviously working at the Crick Museum. So yes, the closest depiction I could find in regards to this is Glasgow Corporation transport number 812, still situated at the Crick Tramway village, still in operation to this day. Now it was originally built in 1900 and it entered service in July 1900, and it was manufactured by the Glasgow Corporation Company. Now it originally was 4 foot 7 3/4 inch gauge, but it currently now runs on 4 foot 8 1/2 inch gauge tracks as well. Now originally operated with a green root colour, changing to blue in 1910. Now the top deck was covered and added in 1910, but balconies still open. Now it was originally withdrawn from service in July 1960, and it was acquired by TMS and moved to Crick on the 13th of the 8th 60. So yeah, overall really nice. Like I say, the lining, obviously the font there, all the details really nice. That is actually on there as well. It doesn't seem to be a sticker as such, and if it is, then they've done a really good job of hiding for the fact that is a sticker. Overall, I'm really impressed with this, and I will say there is a very noticeable difference between the EFE World War II livery tram car as well. There's a very noticeable difference. This is a lot heavier, which normally weight wise you would say is quality, and I can probably say this is a lot more quality, but weight necessarily isn't everything. But what I'll do is I'll quickly unbox the London Transport livery very quickly as well. So yeah, there is the London Transport livery as well. Now, like I say, I picked both of these up for £10. It was actually a little shop in Ryde on the Isle of Wight I saw these for. And it's actually where I picked up that Ertl Tugs model as well. Got a really good deal on all three of them. And yeah, like I say, I do really like these Corgi trams, and we'll quickly look at the side just for reference. This is the closed top tram, London Transport livery, product number 98153. So we'll set this down and we'll go ahead and get this unboxed. Realistically, they're going to be pretty much identical. Obviously, it's just the livery that's different, but I thought I'd unbox this one anyway. And yeah, again as well, really nice, I have to say. Oh, conductor's going a bit haywire there. Yeah, maybe not as much in terms of detail as the previous one, but overall it's still really nice. That's really nicely done there, the London Transport logo obviously on the bottom there. The advertisement's done really nicely. Best for news of the world, best for sport. And like I say, there's not realistically maybe too much going on with this one. It's Ilford Broadway, and obviously you've got number 31 on the front, so that would have been obviously its running number. But yeah, again as well, they're still both really nice. Oh, it's difficult to choose. I think there's pros and cons with both of them. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Still really nice. You can see all the interior, all the seating on the inside. But I'm a little bit torn. Do I go for quality, or do I go just for what I like? So yeah, now realistically, this is actually quite a hard one to choose from. Like I say, the notable difference straight away for me is the weight. This one is a lot heavier than this one, but not by a huge margin. Now, this one I would say rolls a little bit more freely than obviously the EFL one. It's quite stiff, doesn't really seem to want to move. Obviously they weren't really made for that. But obviously if we're just trying to compare them. Now, one thing I would say is I do think there is more detail on the EFL one, and I think realistically it's got to be the EFL one, purely for the fact, I know I'm a bit biased there, but they have gone into more detail, and especially obviously with the blast protection around the windows. I think it just sort of pips it for me. Obviously you've got all the undercarriage there on the tram and the step and everything. Obviously the railing all the way round, the line in there on the white. There is just visually more going on with that, and I think obviously the little emblemet logo there is a lot better detailed. There's just not much going on. I mean, obviously, just to give it a bit of a fair chance, the Corgi ones, obviously let's put in the Glasgow Corporation one, and don't get me wrong, they are really nice, the Corgi ones, really high quality models. I just personally think I prefer the EFL one just overall. The conductor's made a lot better though, I will say, for the Corgi ones. Actually generally stays up, whereas of course the EFL one will not stay up, but that doesn't necessarily bother me too much. But yeah, it's hard, but I generally think I'm gonna have to go for the EFL one. I just think generally they've put a lot more detail in the livery, and there's been a lot more thought that has gone into this, whereas of course obviously this is just covered in prints. Still nice, don't get me wrong, but it is still just prints there. But it is heavier, which a lot would say is indicating more quality. So hard to decide. I think I'm gonna have to go with EFE for this one though. So yeah, that's been my little review of the Corgi closed top trams, as well as the exclusive first editions tramcar and World War II livery. Let me know down in the comments which ones you prefer. Like I say, I think it has to go to exclusive first editions, or like I say, technically bachmann now. But yeah, I just think overall I'm a little bit biased. I do like the livery, especially if it's World War II related. But yeah, let me know what you think if you own these models, and yeah, which one you would prefer out of the two of them. Overall, it's very hard to call. It's a very close one. But yeah, that's been a little unboxing and review. Really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like, comment down below and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.